What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
Domain expansion.
Now Rogue One Production.
Welcome to the abyss. The unstoppable one. I am the illest, no doubt. Sporadic, eternal fire. There is no putting me out. I'm sending fiery rain, destroying cities and towns. The government never changed, so I'm taking them out. The FBI is a bitch. The CIA is a bitch. The NSA is a bitch. I know they watching this shit. We fuck around and get hit. My rebels fully equipped to take the enemy down and ride out in their whip. And counting all of the chips. We about to go on the flight. World leaders get hit. Assassination delight. We fly out through the night like Batman in this bitch. Outlandish with kicks, punches, and damage and shit. I call my gun Michael Knight. That bitch come with a kit. AI robotic weapons. That bitch be talking this shit. Explosive hollows exist and turn your body to mist. The god of fire is here. Now welcome to the abyss. 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 The immovable one. Welcome to my domain. The chopper fade into pieces. Throw away the remains. Rapid fire your chains. Hear you screaming in pain. My pride water your flame. Disintegrate all you lanes. Your fears will never change. So I'm hunting you down. I know you got me surrounded. I'm still taking you out. I'm hacking shit with my phone. Turn out all of the lights. Popping cops as I go. I gotta get through the night. In the heat of the night. I keep the heat with the sight. In your sleep as I snipe. While you sleep with your wife. I'm hopping from roof to roof. Ninja warrior shit. My RPG is equipped. Your helicopter got hit. I cause a solar eclipse and send a fiery storm. Exploding government buildings. Revolution reborn. I am the shit, just admit. This is that warrior mix. The god of fire is here. Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss.
The Bakushi is the master of illusion. And if everyone believes the illusion, it becomes reality. Bakushi thinks he's won the game, but he didn't count on a pinch hitter.
All is continuous vibration, always in motion. Conductor of energy, assault in the ocean. Serpent is the sine wave, polarities interwoven. A chemical sorcery, elixirs and potions. Resonant frequencies, molecular explosions. Your daily programs is heavy doses of hypnosis. People walk around blind even though their eyes are open. No time for ideological salesmen with biblical notions. That box in your room, televised lies through your vision. It doesn't matter your race, status, or religion. No longer have to beat you when your mind is locked in prison. That food is filled with toxins, it's why you can't think clear. Illusion of choice is your option while keeping all in fear. Load up all your weaponry, the revolution is here. I said load up all your weaponry, the revolution is here.
We ain't in the same place, or occupy the same space, so get the fuck out my face.
In the instant, I changed the mission with photosynthesis. Witness the synthesis, rip it in the song instruments. Feel the frequency, energy off this Hennessy synergy. Literally those that take us to infinity. Reading articles, all is horrible. Calling audibles, I'm remarkable. I shot a fed at a carnival. Dust and particles, follicles gon' be everywhere. Heavy pair of some pistols, I shot him holding that teddy bear. Fuck the system, let's keep it simple, let's raise the temple. Make them triple while you're going to where they all assemble. Not Avengers, I'm the Avenger, I seek the injure. Kept my temper till I stuck the hidden blade up in her. Fuck the ruler, here's what they doing to you. Poison water in the food is what you put into you. I'm the shooter with new maneuvers. Caught back the Ruger, super trooper. He is gonna need a pooper scooper. The revenge of Montezuma. Rocking my Pumas, uppercut like a Kuma, sending you straight to Luna. Cosmic verses from universes on new excursions, emerging the virgin. I pull them back the iron curtain. War leaders are war eaters, born cheaters, war sneakers, rearrange their core features. Born reaper, hurricane, the sword keeper, form ether, burn all of the mold geezers. Up in government, parliament, bitch, I'm tarnishing arguments, ain't no bargaining, throw a bomb in the audience. I'm the guardian, strange you all in the cardigan, rearrange the universe, I am the artisan.
We ain't in the same place or occupy the same space. So get the fuck out my face.
As a king, fighting the spirit of Mesa King, vibing to my queen, playing the tambourine, while I'm eating the tangerine. My plasma was replaced with gasoline, got the blood of the Elohim, manifesting through a dream, a shit you never seen. I got the eyes of Medusa and the hands of Wolverine, astral project with my inner being. We locked in the inner ring, hoping the Anunnaki intervene. While the world is under siege, they got an abyss under the sea, living underneath. Lightning struck me standing under a tree while I was crumbling weed, and an angel swooped down, put me under her wing. Now she shields me from my desires the devil brings. Say my name in vain and you will never bleed. Say my name in vain and you will never bleed.
The Bakushi is the master of illusion. And if everyone believes the illusion, it becomes reality.
What is going on? There we go. What's up, Flat Earth Nation? Tommy, Eyes Wide Shut. What's up, Dom? Eyes Wide Shut. Is that you saying your hard drive got attacked? Yeah, that was you. Eyes Wide Shut. Peace, Manta Black. I'm working on some new music. To be honest, whenever I play that song right there, the one I just played, Television, they copyright me because I used somebody's beat. I used what's his name? Apathy, that rapper from Connecticut, and the beat was cut up too at that. Sir Drop cut his part up, and then I even slowed it down. Like, I don't know. I guess they could still copyright you. I guess even if you cut it up, it's still from the master copy. I don't know how that works fully, but I'm looking for non-copyrightable beats. That happened to me, Eyes Wide Shut. I know my last phone broke, but what happened, I was on the bus and my phone, it was weird. It just like self-destructed. You got to be careful if you download anything, even pictures. I'm finding out can contain shit. All people got to do, I'm learning a lot of stuff that I didn't know. It's so easy for people to break into your phone. This is what I'm learning. They could send you an email, anything. You could click on anything and they could just give them access to your phone. Even StreamYard, people, if you're using StreamYard and you got, at the end, you stop your video, you can go to your present or say past video or streams. If you have them saved there, and the links, people's link, because I know for sure, because I've done this. People have sent me links, and I remember going into the stream, but no one was there, and I'm like, damn, I could still get in here? But I didn't think nothing of it. Come to find out, this is how people hack into your shit. It's fucking wild. And I should have known that for the fact that I used Bro Sanchez. He was to a point where they start emailing the links that way. I didn't get why, but now I do. Why he don't want to put links in the chat. And people like Sir Drop was saying that day. And I get why Sir Drop said he don't got problems with no one. Because there's so many vindictive people. Or even how I joke around about Jesus and stuff. There could be serious Christians out there, right? That just don't like that I'm joking, and they'll do vindictive shit. It could be someone you disagree with. Could have some psycho followers that would just decide, it could be anything. This fucking digital warfare. But anyway, let me see. I just started looking into acoustic warfare, acoustic weapons. I didn't even think to look up acoustic. Fucking acoustic, sonic, frequency. There's all sorts of fucking weaponry that is not visible by the naked eye. I started to figure out they're pumping, they lay down their concoctions of whatever the fuck they're spraying up there. It could be all sorts of shit. But people should know that's falling on your head. It's going into the ground where they grow our toxic, sterile ass food already. You could wash it off all you want. If the roots are drinking the poison, well, there you go. But when they spray, you can see waves in the clouds. It's not from the air. That shit's from the frequencies they're bombarding the concoctions with. Like, I've gotten to an argument kind of with a friend. He says these planes have technology where they're using like a pressure washer. Or they're using, I forgot what he called it. And I said, okay, they could be using that, but because he was saying that's what's leaving the contrail. But I'm like, these aren't contrails. The contrail disappears as the plane's going. This shit sits there, and then it spreads out and creates a blanket. So, but some people just don't get it. Because my friend didn't get it. It don't matter how much I explain it. It's like, excuse me, they put a block up. Harp 2, yeah. High Aurora. I always forget the rest. High Aurora. Something. You know that movie, Dark. Shit. I forgot the name of it. It's the movie with that actor, some black actor. I forgot his name. Dark Tower. where there's that guy who's hacking into the tower, but using children. I think that part, whatever. I don't know why they put that in here, but I think they're hacking into the main source to all this has to be at the center. Mount Meru or Rupes Nigra, which was taken off all the maps by the 1600s. It was pretty much wiped off all maps. Same thing with continents. Some of them like Australia, even where the Patagonian tribe is in South America, in Patagonia, it's near the alleged ice wall that people talk about. Because on some of the maps, it shows desert. So maybe it used to be desert and now it's ice. Maybe it's not ice. Maybe it's warm as hell there. And they just tell us it's freezing cold. Maybe some parts are freezing. I would sure like to find out because I'm getting tired of wondering, speculating. But with all this technology, it's going to be even harder to do things. That's what sucks. Like, let's say people did want to get in a boat and go check it out. Well, it's going to be harder now with all the drone technology the military has, buoys, like all sorts of shit. And like I've said before, I've noticed all these towers they put up. Like, who remembers the heat wave? Well, if anyone lives in the East Coast, I think it was last week or the week before that, there was a heat wave here. It was 105. Them days, it was so hot. I couldn't breathe outside. I mean, the air was so thick. I can't explain. It was hard to breathe. And I'm thinking to myself, I felt dizzy. I felt like I was getting dehydrated. As much water as I drank, it didn't matter. I almost felt like I was being microwaved. How would I know that? I don't know. I thought to myself, how could I label that? I've never sat in a microwave, right? But it almost, I can't explain. Now I get why those cows are sitting under trees, if that's even true, or why they would be. They didn't like the sun, but I don't really want to say it was the sun. It just was very hot. And there's been days where it was hot, and it also felt like the sun was like on top of my head. But that's when the sun's real white. But most people don't give a fuck about none of this stuff. There's a good majority that do, or it seems like it's a good majority because you're on the internet, right? And it's easier access. But if we did the numbers, we're outnumbered a lot of people who I'll say who care and want to spread the information. Like, I don't mind the trolling and people trying to say I'm full of shit. That's fine. I don't care about that. But because I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, this guy's a Christian. I can't fuck with him. Just because the way I see things are different. I'm not like that. Or I'm not trying to like find reasons to not work with someone or to build with them or conversate with them. I'm looking for reasons to meet them halfway. But 8 years and 9 years later, it's like. But anyway, let's talk about some of these weapons. I gotta look up this acoustic warfare here. And then I gotta look at a few. Oops. I gotta look at a few things that Dean sent me. Oh yeah, back to Mount Meru and stuff. And that movie Dark Tower. When I watched it, it just made me think, because I've always thought they're hacking, and because there's ley lines all over the place. And even cities look like motherboards, right? This is a giant motherboard. The ley lines would be the wiring, right? Something like the wiring. Alright, let's see. I don't know what to look up. Should I look up acoustic warfare? Because when I was looking up acoustic warfare, it showed some funny pictures of back in the day where these people literally had fucking trumpets aimed at the sky, throwing frequencies out. I mean, it looks corny, but it's kind of genius. And then I want to know how they figured out that frequencies alter, or to even think that frequencies are the reason storms get excited or stronger between. Because I think that's what wind is, frequency. Now they're saying they're releasing salt into the air. Okay. They're mimicking the oceans. That's why I say in that rhyme, I say what I say. Salt is a big conductor of energy like gold and stuff, but look at the vast ocean. I think that's why the military uses the oceans for these like they do it over. It seems, they strengthen these storms, it seems, over the ocean, and they use the towers to steer it when it's on land or slow it up. I think with these towers, they can literally stop the hurricane and it could hover over in a spot. So Richie from Boston mentioned, and it all made sense to me when he said stare it. I said they hype it up on the ocean and stare it on land with these towers. Remember the saying, he who controls the weather controls the world. Look what happened in China recently. They got flooded to oblivion. Now, not only are they altering the atmosphere and all that, I think they're even using the food to alter us for when they do use these frequencies and microwaves. It's also altering us at the same time. That's why I seen a video in like 2020 or 2021 it was of China. People were keeling over. Imagine they turn all these towers on. Who say they haven't already? That's why it gets very hot, because we're being microwaved. I always think, man, one day they might turn all these fuckers on and put on full blast. We would probably cook like a fucking worm on a hot sidewalk. These people are fucking diabolical. Thank God Jesus is coming. Whew. Look at this picture. Those are the trumpets of God, man, in the Bible. People are hearing trumpets all over the world and these noises. I think it's the frequencies they're pumping into the air. And I seen a video of this guy. They're saying that. Remember, I showed the videos of them alleged comets. People were calling them. They fell straight down. They weren't on an angle. They were coming straight down. Or people say they're the rods from heaven. That's another thing I'm gonna talk about next time. I gotta pull up the this alleged CIA documents of Project, I forgot what it was called, Thor or Project something. It's the rods from the heavens, or rods from God, or some shit they call it. But yeah, I think these are the trumpets that they have angels in the sky with. Pictures, these old pictures. They would always have an angel in the sky blowing a trumpet, and the people on the ground would be all sick and dying, or there'd be wars. I got some paintings, pictures of these paintings, these old biblical paintings, and the fucking angels always have trumpets. Ah, 1 billion, that's insane. That's an ultimate ritual sacrifice. Like, these aren't just, it's not just to kill people. It's about rituals and sacrificing people for their fake ass. They probably do believe they're talking at these other dimensional whatever. Shit, they probably are. That would be some wild shit. And it would make sense, right? If there was these angels that are locked up in another dimension, it would make sense, like, for them to tell the humans, let's say allegedly, right, to build robots. It's almost like Satan, these angels that fell to the earth were electricity, because they show lightning bolts. And the electricity is depicted as angels, and Satan could be the false light, no? Created, or, I don't know, but it would make sense in that form. But I still think there's no actual Satan. I think they're speaking allegorically about many things. You can depict these stories for the human body. You can depict it as the stars. You can depict it as the stories they use it to tell. For alchemy, energy. But yeah, I want to look into these trumpets right here. This is pretty funny. Acoustic warfare, also known as sonic warfare, refers to the use of sound as a weapon or tool in military or unconventional conflict. It encompasses both the offense, use of sound to disrupt, disorient, or harm, and the defense, use of sound for detection, surveillance, and communication. See, I was looking, I was looking more for, so that would be acoustic, okay. I thought that would maybe affect, because they're trying to break through the firmament. I knew sooner or later they're going to hit that bitch with frequencies or sound. Alright, I thought acoustic was something else. So I'm going to go to frequency warfare. Frequency warfare tactics. Well, let me see. I think they have technology, the military, that I was watching Richie from Boston, and he was mentioning you put your phone down, and they can literally get a 3D visual, like not a camera visual now, like this, a 3D visual computer, like the heat sensor or something from your phone, the frequencies it puts out will bring up a visual of you in your fucking house. That's wild shit, man. It says frequency warfare is a key component of electronic warfare, focusing on controlling and manipulating the electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, so let's do frequency weather warfare. Let's add in that weather. And it's not like they're going to sit there and tell to complete everything they do. So we got to look into the Air Force. Or that's what the Space Force is. Oh shit. I just found a electromagnetic spectrum operations by the United States Air Force. I don't know. I just don't understand who would want to fight for these political, I don't know. Maybe they're being ultimately lied to. Me, my whole life, you could just feel people out, man. And I don't know. I just could not fight for these pieces of shit. It says the Air Force organizes. Let me just pull this up for everyone. For the 5 people that are interested. Do. Been running into these rabbits. I think it's wild that there's wild rabbits. They gotta be, because they be all over this street here. And it blows my mind that there's fucking rabbits everywhere. And the hawks be hunting those motherfuckers. Alright.
All right. It says the Air Force organizes, trains, and equips forces to be an air component to a joint force commander. As part of the joint force air component, our force must be prepared to accomplish objectives. The Air Force component commander's administrative authorities are derived from Title 10, U.S. Code, and exercise as the commander. They're exercising the exorcist. Air Force forces. What the fuck's a comma for? Oh, commander. Oh, it's commander's operational authorities. No. What's the M for? Operational. Doesn't say. It says over air forces and the functional joint force air component commander. Blah, 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 blah. This duality of authorities is expressed in the axiom. What's the axiom? That's what I want to know. Is that some sort of like military law book? Global dependence. They always sell you a package where it's for your own good. If the military was here to protect us, they would be going after domestic terrorism, the crooked government, but they're not. They're here to protect the government, meaning the politicians. Global defense on electromagnetic spectrum offers increasing opportunities to exploit new attack vectors during operations, but also creates vulnerabilities and limited access for EMS-dependent systems. The joint force requires an overmatching offensive approach to electromagnetic spectrum operations to enhance competitive advantage. Wow, I didn't know war was competitive. Well, it is, but they make it seem like a good thing. And created multiple dilemmas for adversaries in all capabilities that span and connect all domains and enable successful, friendly operations. Dominant EMS expertise and capabilities can render adversary sensors, situational awareness, command and control networks, and decision process ineffective, preventing adversaries from attaining their objectives. Hold on, where's the chat? Boop. What's up, S? Peace. What if they've always had the technology? That's what I think that which is. Like, these resets, me personally, I think that's why these old paintings, I've said this, from the 1700s has these UFOs. Because these people go underground. I also think that's what the headstones are marked for, and the graves are kept so, like, if people been to a funeral, my gramps and my uncle were in the casket within a big cement casing. I mean, no water's getting in that bitch. I think they've done these resets and they figure graves were kept. They could resurrect people genetically. That's just my personal. I think they've always been doing this, man. They go underground. You know, they have all the technology and everything they need underground, and they do resets. These people are the true. It's deeper than the government, I'm starting to think. It's more to it. This technology has always been. That's what I think. They are determined to. Oh. Dragonfly. Peace to Dragonfly. But yeah. That's my theory. It's definitely my theory. You know, Jesus will resurrect you, man. To dig up your grave. They're going to have everything about you. Is his genetics worth bringing back? You know, because I used to think, why are these people fucking with our genetics? You know, they want to create the best slave they can create. If they can alter your genetics where there's no mistakes, or whatever they think a mistake is, I personally think underground they got oscillators. If you look into inventors and stuff, there's these oscillators that could reset, or because Dean said something I have to add to this, because I brought up these oscillators, and Dean said, well, why would you need to reset the body or your frequency? And that's a very good question, because I don't know the answer to that, unless something above ground here, all these is causing us to go what we call, if you look into oscillators, I'll pull it up in a little bit. I just want to see what this PDF's about. Hold on. The physical. I want to find these pictures of the trumpets so I could show everyone what I mean by that. People think when they hear these like people are playing videos, I don't know if they're real, because I've never heard any sounds like that as far as I know. That could be a bad thing when you hear those sounds. I think it's frequencies, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. It says there's new comments, but there's not in there. Oh. Dean! The fuck? Let me drop the link if anyone wants to come up. See, I conjured up Dean. But no, that was a good question you had asked that time, Dean, man, because to be honest, I was like, damn, that's a very good point, man. And because also Dom brought up, if you go underground, it could be probably less detrimental I don't know. You could heal. I don't know. I like to test these things out, but I think they would need to. I think they want to slow down aging and stuff, and I think they figured it out. These oscillators and frequency. Hey, what's up, Three Fingers? I think I still have pictures of. I've taken tons of pictures. It would be sweet if I had a better camera to where I could zoom in, because Richie from Boston showed a very good picture where they were spraying, and these things look like they were fucking wires hanging down from what they were spraying. Like, look, uh, I just wanted to skim, yeah. I want to skim through this real quick. You know what? I'll do that later. I'm gonna find these pictures. Damn, what's going on here? Yo, why? Why am I so big right here? What the fuck's going on? I didn't ask for this. There we go.
There's a Chuck.
What's up, Dino?
Hey, bro. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, too bad. Not too bad. Always something interesting to be looking at.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the stuff you sent me on Telegram.
I'm just going to put something in the back chat here. Comments. I suppose that's the way we do it. Yep. Okay.
How you spell pestilence? Pestilence, pestilence, pestil. There we go. I knew it. It's ILENCE. All right. Because remember I showed those pictures, Dean? I'm gonna post them up with the angels with trumpets, and there's all sorts of crazy stuff going on.
Wow, I can't drop my bloody. Yeah, I do. I've just looked at the back chat. You can't actually. You got to go and open up StreamYard and go to another setting so I can make a comment, mate. It's fucking crazy. I've
What?
never seen. Yeah, you go and try and make a comment,
Hold
mate.
on. Let me look at this. Because they've changed. They've changed
Yeah,
a
they
bunch of
changed
shit.
all the format, man, and it's fucked
Yeah.
up.
They're doing this like every other week. Start a conversation. Let's see.
I fucking couldn't. I wanted to drop a link
Oh.
in there.
It let me type something.
Yeah, maybe it's because you're already bloody hooked into it, but oh well, hang on. We'll see what the comments are. Join the chat. And it's got fuck, it's got all it just shows the chat in that everybody else is seeing. It's just put all my bloody chats up there, but it doesn't actually so it goes back to joining the chat. Okay, well we can't do that. Here we go. I got you now, wandering warrior. Yo, okay. All right, here we go. Clipboard and link. Here we go. Now this is apparently the World Health Organization have just put out a whole lot of amendments to the bill, and they're changing it. And this link here is about a video on the people who are letting people know that if you don't get in and make your submissions, it's going to be too late. But it says, do you want your nation to support this bill? And it's reject the amendments for the World Health Organization and what they're doing for the new policies. Okay? So you can have a look at that link if you want to, Chuck. Anyway, can you hear me? You there, bro? Huh? Now I can't hear you. Hey, your mic's muted, bro. Chuck? Anyway, if anybody's in...
My fault. I was using the bathroom. I heard you
Oh,
calling me when I was coming back.
no worries, no worries. Yeah, I just put that link in the back chat there. You can get it. It's actually and a whole lot of amendments to the new World Health Organization bill. And it says, do you want your nation to support this bill?
No.
So,
No way.
so just post that up if you want to share that video on your channel in the next couple of days. It'll be, I think people should hear it anyway.
All right. Hold on. I'll pull it up. Let me just see. Anyway. Damn. Trying to
Yeah, but like you talk about what things that I've pointed out, Chuck, and I don't know, I don't feel like I'm anything bloody special, really. But
I do. To me.
We're
We're all special in our own way, man.
Oh, we all are. I know that. I mean,
We're taught to
I
think lesser of ourselves.
I don't really have a lot of receipts for my my knowledge. Like I'm not one of these bloody organised people that have folders and folders and folders in the
Well, the
internet.
answers are within. You don't. They're going by other people's receipts. My whole thing is how do you see this?
Yeah, well,
That's
that's
how
how where
everyone
it
else.
comes from me. It comes from inside me. It's
I say that respectfully. Like,
yeah.
how do you see things? That's how it should be important.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that
I'm reading
you
other
have
people's stuff. I'm like, why am I always
but a
looking to
lot
other people for answers?
for
That's when I
sure,
start
for
looking
sure.
within.
I find myself at a loss a lot of times because I don't have the receipts when I'm in discussions with people, and it's true. I don't have them. I don't log stuff away, and I don't keep it in folders. I'm not one of those type of people. I got a multitude, a plethora of bloody pictures and
Me too.
and things. But but other than that. I don't really have a filing system, even, you know.
I'm
Um,
with you. I got
uh,
tons of pictures, but they're not organized, and like if I needed to present them, I got to dig through them all. It'll take a while.
yeah, bro, it takes a while for me too. I'm the same. I mean, I might be with somebody talking. I'll say, "Hang on, bro, I'll just get it," and then after about an hour, and they go, "Well, what the fuck are you looking for?" And I'll say, "Oh, mate, it's all in amongst everything else. I don't have a filing system." And so it really does sort of, it probably degenerates a bit from what you're trying to get across. But anyway, that's me. And that's how I come. That's me, how I come. So
Because I've thought about that, Dean, a lot. Like, you know, looking within for the answers, that's pretty new to me, man, the last 5 years, you know. And then the way these religions fuck people's minds up, you know. I've always had an
well,
issue going into
I've
sex.
learned a lot. I've got to say, Chuck, I've learned a lot from the Bible. I don't say I accredit my knowledge to the Bible, but I do say that without the Bible, I probably wouldn't know half as much as I do. And I probably wouldn't have had the questions I've had, right? The
Yeah.
thing is, the questions I've gained in my life have come from the things I've read. And, you know, I mean, today we've got the internet. It basically has just about replaced all books.
That's
But
that's that's a problem.
but
Whoa.
that's the problem, exactly, Chuck. Because people write books, and I mean, you know, when you write stuff, when you go over what's in your head and you put it on paper. And now I can bloody write a book, even in just my replies and responses to people's bloody posts on YouTube and X and all sorts of platforms. I'll bloody Maureen will go, hello, now he's writing another book, you know. And it does seem like a bloody book when you're writing it out, because when you're texting or whatever, it takes a while to put all that stuff out there. And I've got a bloody head full of it, right? And so I've got to be mindful of how I put it out. I've got to be mindful of whether it makes sense, you know, all that sort of stuff. And basically, that's what we're doing. We're just writing small books on the internet when we're actually responding to comments and stuff. I feel most people, when they make comments, they're more or less complimenting the person for how they come across, but they don't really give a lot of feedback. I look through a lot of chat and responses in people's channels, and they're all about complimenting the person for what they've done or what they're saying, but they don't give a lot of feedback. And I feel that as people, we should be more proactive. I mean, we are the ones that make this world go around, whether you like it or not. You are what makes this world work. And so, you know, we really want to let out our feelings. But they might sound a bit bloody chaotic to begin with. Fucking hell, man, when I first started responding in YouTube, I was chaos. I was chaos. I was chaos. Didn't talk about the chaos around me. I was chaos inside me. And it's just the fact that I've responded and talked and let my internal stuff inside me become what is external. And I think that's what we all are. You know, I actually made a comment in a reply on Telegram this morning, and that we are a vessel, and if and you know, like they say, oh, you reincarnate and you reincarnate, and I'm now on my last reincarnation. I won't be coming back here. How do you bloody know? How do you bloody know that shit? I mean, oh, bloody hell, people are bloody ridiculous. You know, that's the chaos inside us that says that.
People call them
You gotta,
demons.
yeah, it's all the demons. You got to break out of that shit. Break away from it. You know, apprehension. This is another thing. KX dropped a link about the zodiac and its origins. The zodiac isn't that old. In fact, I would say the zodiac is coupled with the Roman scheme for making the world.
Huh.
But anyway, that's my take on it. But and as far as I'm concerned, I bloody when he made a post about it, I put a response. And you actually, if anybody wants to, you can go and look up all anybody's responses on YouTube, on X, on any platform, and you will find a person's responses by looking up their stage name or whatever. Right? Um, anybody in the world, you can look them up and find out what they've said, and it will be there. The internet does not delete a single thing, right?
People do.
Only people do, exactly, Chuck.
Either the person deletes it that is running the channel, or YouTube will delete it, and you ain't getting it back. YouTube will delete your shit and give you a strike, and then you got no proof really unless you have it saved already for evidence, and that ain't gonna matter because they're the ones reviewing the video and without you. So it's their say over yours. That's what sucks.
I've seen your link notification come through earlier, but I was actually writing a little bit of a thing out, so I didn't want to break my concentration. But I thought, oh, well, I'm going to give it a bit of time. I'm going to come over and hopefully you're still going. And you know what, Chuck? I mean, I don't go many places. Sometimes I go to London's.
Me neither.
Uh,
I don't go many places either.
uh, and I used to go to other places, but now I just can't be bothered. I can't absolutely be bothered with it all. But I do come here, and I do come to your channel, Chuck, because you're the very first person, one of the very first people that I've ever communicated with here in YouTube. And as far as I'm concerned, you have a lot of common sense, and you can see through the veil, right? And you know, like when I mean, these veils have been set up. We are manipulated beings. I mean, if we weren't manipulated, we wouldn't even know we existed. I believe that, mate. It's a bloody strange place to be, but I feel like
There's,
we, if it wasn't for our sojourn here in the flesh, we wouldn't even know we existed.
it's almost a question. What do I see through all the bullshit for? No matter how much I talk to people I know to their face, they just don't get it. And I'm like, I don't know. It's wild to me, this place sometimes. This place is
Yeah.
filled with more pain than joy, right?
Well, I know one thing for sure. I have an understanding about what we can do and what we can't do. We can't do a fucking thing if we're in apprehension. We can't do a thing if we're living in a life of manipulation, right? If you are living in a state of apprehension, you will not master nothing except apprehension.
Regurgitation.
All that. The thing is, you've got to be able to master the fact that it's only the manipulation the apprehension of not knowing what's going on that makes you undecisive, indecisive, incisive. All these things are because you're not knowing. You know, I remember a guy back on YouTube. I can't think of his bloody name right now, but he was talking about knowing your liege, knowledge, right? Knowing your liege and
Knowing your limit.
knowing your limit. Yeah, but knowing your liege, your level of knowledge.
You said
Uh,
knowing your ledge, and I'm thinking standing at a ledge looking down.
Yeah, well, that's where we are, bro. That's where we are. We're just on a ledge looking down, and we should be on a ledge looking up, but we're always looking down because we're apprehensive. Now, the thing about the zodiac, and it's really stood out for me over my entire life when I look back on it, how much I thought that zodiac was going to give me a future bloody readout of what I could expect for my life, and the apprehension of it was what kept me going. And I kept following my zodiac sign. I'd get up in the bloody morning, and the first thing I'd do is get the paper so I could read my bloody astrology.
I used to
For
do it
fuck's
too.
sake.
Yeah, I used to do it just as something to do and read it. And the wild part is, I started to see that it was right a lot of times. But then I would read all of them, and I'd be like, anyone, I would read them all and be like, they're all right.
Yeah, of course, because they're all made up. But the thing
Yeah.
is, that that here's something that's really special, and what Archaics pointed out, Jason from Archaics pointed out, is that Pluto and Uranus and these planets were not discovered until later on. So how could they be part of the zodiac,
Mm.
right?
Yeah, Uranus, or yeah, Uranus. That's a woman.
And
That's funny.
Pluto,
It's the wife
Mars,
of
Jupiter, all these ones were part of the system, but not. They were,
Pluto too. Came late, right? Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune. Or no,
yeah. There you go. They're not part
the
of
original
fucking.
seven is the Sun, Moon,
They're not
Mars.
part of They're not part of the bloody zodiac because they weren't discovered before the bloody zodiac was made.
The original seven.
It's a stupid thing, but that zodiac is in the Old Testament, right? But it's not in the New Testament.
Yeah, because they changed it from 7 to 9, right? They took the divine 7 and made it 9, which is a reflection of a 6.
Yeah,
Anyway,
bro.
they were into
It's all part of the programming. I realised it. That's part of the bloody programming. And this
you know,
world is all about programming, manipulation of your spirit,
well,
your
why?
soul.
The question is why
Why?
would they
So that
worship
you can keep
an
supporting the
imaginary
system.
star?
It's just I said before to another joker in Telegram. The worldwide lockdowns prove what? They
That we're,
prove
we're
that when we
slaves.
stop working for them, exactly, Chuck, that we are
No,
slaves
we're
for the
told.
system. And when we stopped working for them, we should have stayed stopped. When we stopped working for them, the fucking world started to fucking collapse. Now, if we'd stayed stopped working, the fucking thing would never have got back up and running.
But that's the thing. This is where that becomes tricky because I've thought about that too. I thought also, if we're ready to collapse the system, we better be ready with food. We better be prepared
Yeah.
because
Hell yeah.
we better have food. Like that's a tricky decision to make because if you're ready to collapse the system as a unit, you gotta think of the shit you'll need to survive because you're not gonna need them no more, right? Or as we I think that'll take time for us to just all walk away from the system.
Well, the thing is that you've got to stockpile resources. 'Cause
Growing
that's
food.
what. I mean, the thing is that we were nomads before we became collected into this collective, the world. We were nomadic, and we went from one resource to another. We didn't take it with us. The bloody resource was in the in the land, and so we just went from place to place to harvest those resources. We were nomadic, and now because the world has made cities, these cities can now go out and they'll destroy any ecology they can to get the resource so they can put it in the world. I mean, the world is all just a bunch of infrastructure, concrete, steel, and resources. That's all it really is. It's just a fabric of a system that's overlaid onto the earth, and they use the earth, the ecology of the earth, for the resources. Without the earth's and ecology and all its resources, the world would be fucked. It would be.
Trying to find these I found these other paintings where somebody painted the angels and with the trumpets, it's causing destruction. But I want the actual first paintings I seen, because that's when I began to think that these trumpets are technology and not actual fucking trumpets.
I think you're right. I do believe that you're right.
Imagine,
I don't. I mean, I feel. I actually had this discussion with somebody else once, but I said that I feel like technology was how codes came about to begin with. You could almost say that the coding of our DNA was initially brought to bear through technology.
I found one of the original paintings. Oh, that's crazy. I remember this one. I think. No, hold on.
In fact, I think pretty much. Remember when London and when I first came to YouTube, I think London and
Renegade.
Singular. What's his name? Um,
Renegade.
was it Renegade? It might have been Ren. It might have been and Singular. What's his name? Something Sing from Singular. Oh shit, I can't remember him. Somebody might remember him in chat, but they put some questions to me. They asked me in a certain way, and basically they cornered me. And by the time I'd rattled out what I thought it was, I figured it was we're all codes. That even an ant is a code. Its DNA has a code. We're mathematically coded.
We're a computer. Everything's in the computer. That's a maybe.
And everything's in the computer, and it came from the computer originally, even all those codes. So I just got to wonder who built the original computer, and are
Yeah,
we that? Are we a micro within the computer itself? Are we inside a computer?
that's what I wonder. I've always wondered what this place is and what's our purpose or what's my purpose.
I
Is there
mean,
a
it's
purpose, right? Or are we just sheep, right? Are we just these creations created as some
Yeah,
fucking genetic experiment, right?
yeah.
Are these
And,
people
and when
capable of
people
that?
say, oh,
We're not sure.
they're chosen by God and they're chosen to do this and that and all these things, is it just the mind making an escape, a place of refuge for you, right? So you can continue to be a good working slave and you got a place to go when you're fucking feeling down, no hope left.
So you're living in a prison within a prison, because in your mind you're in a prison too. I know
Yeah,
that
yeah,
part.
you just trap
Quick.
yourself. So
Yeah.
you can unveil the fact that you're entrapping yourself and just go and go away from that trap, like leave it behind. Say, but I'm not going to let that trap fucking control my mind anymore. I'm going to fucking go my own way. What can I do with what's in front of me? Well, they gave us this place to live in, right? Do we have to live it for them or live it for ourselves? We could live it for ourselves, right? I really think we do. We're just so fooled by bullshit that we live it for them and we're not living it for ourselves. I call it confabulated bullshit. It's all just confabulation. Um, we become, what do you call it? So invested in it. We invested in it. I mean, the whole thing is about currency, the currency of our body. So we get invested in what? The world, not ourselves. That's what's happening. That's what I see happening. We're really investing our time and energy in their world when we could be investing it in our own world, in our own way, in our own vessel. Um, if your vessel wasn't here, I don't think you'd even know you existed. People say, oh, I'm sick of reincarnation. It's my last bloody sojourn. Whatever, whatever. Funny stuff. I mean, I feel that we just need to shake our bonds ourselves away from the bonds that we've placed ourselves in. And what they've bonded us with certain criteria. You've got a birth certificate and you're bonded with that. But I mean, you could stay bonded with it and keep thinking along those lines, or you could just shake off what I call unshackle myself. I've been saying it for years. Just
Shackle the
unshackle
shack.
yourself.
This is one of the original ones I've seen. Like, what angel would show up and blow a trumpet when the whole world's on fire and it's flooding, right? These angels will be flying around playing fucking songs, right? They'll be
Well, I
like,
mean, for me,
we're all dying and shit.
a person that bloody is out there blowing the trumpet and warning the world, right? Warning the
Yeah,
world of what's going on, just like me posting that
how's
link
that?
before. It's the same thing. We're blowing trumpets trying to awaken people up.
If
But
there were
really,
angels that were gonna swoop down and help us,
Well, I think you're an angel. You're out there waking people up. You're blowing trumpets. Well, I think that's all it is, Chuck. You know, I think that's what that is you. That's
Yeah,
you
He did a
voicing your
job.
opinion.
He did a great job warning them people. That whole
Yeah,
shit's burnt. Look at and where he's pointing the trumpet, the sound it's burning. You see how he's blowing the
yeah,
trumpet and that's on fire?
yep. That's the world, I reckon, on fire.
Hey Dino, hey Charles, how you doing?
Hey,
What's
Max,
up,
how
Max?
are you?
I was thinking they could stop a fire these days with sound. Couldn't they start one?
Yeah.
What? Have a big old trumpet. Fire starting trumpet.
How are you and Mrs. Max?
Doing awesome. Doing awesome.
Good
Just
stuff.
went for a stroll today. It's pretty warm, 31. So, but
31.
yeah,
That's pretty hot.
yeah, it's not 40. Wasn't too bad. I don't mind the heat. I like it warm.
I'm a hot-blooded person too, Max. I'm not very really into cold,
Nope.
but anyway. Yeah, I feel like most of these old pictures, they're part that I really feel like if you look at the book burning, um, you probably got to agree that the only books that are left really are the ones that fit with the narrative. Um, I mean, look, I'm amazed at the size of some of these books that the giant people had. You know, I mean, a
Yeah,
man couldn't even pick the bloody book up,
yeah,
or let alone maybe struggle to turn the page. But like
Very
those,
interesting these
I'm
giants and these
actually
movies.
I actually feel like when you look at books and then you look at say the world, I'm almost pretty certain that when giants were making those books, they were stuck in the same world we're stuck in, bro.
oh, yeah. I don't think it was any different.
Mm.
There probably were like they had 12,000 years ago. There were giant sloth, giant bear. You know, and now there aren't. So you know, I think things just get smaller as we go, and as our atmosphere.
Well, I mean, the thing is that I don't know how long ago those animals existed. I don't think they're as old as what they say. I don't think that it was millions of years ago at
No,
all.
no, 12,000 years ago,
Yeah.
there was some.
And there were dragons, and there were people existing together. They weren't a separate bloody evolution thing,
Well, the
right?
writing, the historical writings of dragons say that they were guarding the what is it, the frankincense trees, the last of them, anyways. But, a lot of them were killed
Now,
off.
explain a little bit about the frankincense for me, Max, please, because I'd like to hear a little bit more about that. A better explanation than I've read.
Well, these were the last of the wild dragons, and they were small. They were like the size of a dog or a cat, and
Yes.
and they guarded the frankincense trees or myrrh trees. Frankincense or myrrh? I think it's frankincense. But they
Okay,
had to go.
so myrrh, you're meaning myrrh like in
Yeah, the sap.
it's a scent that
Incense.
you can smell,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for incense. And what they had to do is they had to go get these special cedars to smoke them out because there was only this one cedar smoke that would actually chase them away.
Right, and that was found in Siberia, right?
I don't know. I think
Yes, I
Cyprus.
think it was. I think it was part. I read part of that. In
There were the cypress trees.
Anastasia, Anastasia, the book Anastasia. There was a
Maybe.
series.
Yeah.
There was something in that. Now I remember. Wow, you just clicked something in my head. Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, because like I mean, I've been following. I followed Jay Dreamers for a long time,
Yeah.
and I still do. I still watch. I'm still sub to his channel, and I follow Jason from Macaques
Mm.
uh, on the same reason is that there was a vapor canopy here in this place. And it wasn't the same vapor canopy we know today. Um,
Maybe.
it was higher concentrations of oxygen, of everything else. That's
Mm.
why we had bigger sizes of everything. And I feel like this place has been so pressurized that those things are now like the vapor canopy has been pushed away and up into the atmosphere, way up high, even separated into its own uh, gas or
Yeah.
whatever. Right?
Roger from Mud Fossil there, he thinks that Venus came by and stripped off some of our atmosphere and made things smaller, as well as causing a flood and fires and all kinds of other shit.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that there's a notion to agree with. I would agree with that. I wouldn't say I agree with Venus slipped past us.
Mm.
I would say that before Venus was discovered,
Mm.
um, things were going on.
Mm.
Right. It's only the discovery of Venus and uh, Neptune and Pluto and Uranus that have now given the world another cause for a making effect, right? Because everything is cause and effect. I think that if you can come up with something, you can find a way to make it cause and effect.
Yeah, there was this guy who grew fish and doubled the pressure and doubled the oxygen, and they grew 2 times as big.
I feel like the Venus, Neptune, Saturn, all these different illuminaries are actually in the turning sky. I feel like they're in the sky, set in a particular spot. That's why they're
Holes,
all
the
there.
holes in the dome.
Yep, yep. Well, it could be holes in the dome, but the dome is turning. Well, the firmament. I'll call it the firmament.
That's why we lost. Maybe we lost pressure because there are holes in the domes. In the dome.
Yeah, I actually feel that the firmament, what they call in the dome, the firmament,
Mm.
is actually made up of all those things, and that's what makes it. And it's a reflection. So
Hmm.
without the light of, say, the moon or the sun, we wouldn't even see the reflection from the inside of that concaved surface.
Okay.
That's how I see it, anyway. But if there were holes, uh,
There was a Google video. I wish I could remember the guy, and he showed that.
if we're turning, and I think we are turning, or something's turning, we wouldn't see the same thing on the other side of the hole. I don't think Osiris would sit on that outside of the hole waiting to be seen. I don't think that. I think more along the lines of being attached to, so that it's always in the same place.
Like
Yeah.
a lantern?
If the light was coming through from the outside, it wouldn't. If you're turning around and those holes were emitting light through from the outside, the light wouldn't look the same as it does all the time if you were crossing over a big layer of light. You wouldn't be able to see Osiris. You wouldn't be able to see Saturn. You wouldn't be able to see Venus because it would be just turning past all that. So I think the light is on the outside is a falsity. I think the lights are on the inside. And if it like for me, my logical mind says that they are attached to the inside of something that's turning. You can't. I mean, there's no way that we're spinning, flying through space, and we can see the same star in exactly the same place when it comes nightfall again. You know, got 1,000 bloody 100 million miles travelled during the day, and then hello, nighttime comes and the star is exactly where it was when we left last time. Now, I can't say that that is flying through light. I don't think we're flying through light. That's why I say the sun is local. I don't say the sun is outside, because if we were flying through light, it wouldn't be the same picture every time. It has to be more like it's stuck on the inside, and we're seeing something that turns around and comes back to point A again. Goes round, round, and round, and arrives back at point A.
Huh.
Hey,
Look how they depict Mount Meru. They even go as far as to do the old footstool, right? Where God's footstool. Yeah, okay. He must got some dusty feet.
huh.
Yeah. Well, there's certainly a God here, and that's the bloody machine. It's got everything, bloody manipulator can manipulate anything. Without machines, you can't manipulate the weather.
Yeah, they use it for
Yeah.
something.
They know they could stir these hurricanes now.
Back when
You
we
know
have
that.
had the weather bombs, I think, is it Texas? Texas have had loss of life from weather bombs. Um, but also New Zealand, we've had some weather bombs here. They have bombed us in the same place 3 times in a row, probably even almost 4 now. I would say if we get another couple, it's going to become bloody obvious that we're being certain places are being targeted. And if we have a look at where they are, it's our growing hub, our gardening hub in the country. Our nation needs these places to help survive us. And you've got to think to yourself, is that a purpose targeted fucking operation when these places that are our food bowls are being targeted and smashed and destroyed? You got to know that's a manipulation. And you got to know without a machine, they wouldn't be able to fucking accomplish any of it.
Yeah. Here, I got a quick video for you, Charles, if you want to show it.
Yeah, bring it, Charles.
On exactly what you're talking about.
Your mic's muted too, Chuck.
I wonder if they use these old places for weather manipulation too.
Well,
See,
it's
Dean, you weren't
possible,
here for this. This is the picture I was talking about. When you have good cameras, this shows up on the sun.
Right. The sun simulator.
And it reminds me of this.
Yeah.
These metal balls.
Which they
These,
reckon there's big heaps of them set up around in Antarctica in a big grid, like the same pattern as the harp pattern was set up in Alaska.
Is that one of the planets that looks like Jupiter in front of the sun? Could be.
no, this is
Venus would
this
look.
always shows up. When people have good cameras and you
Uh-huh.
point at the sun, this thing always shows up.
Could be a
I've
ship.
noticed that.
Could be Nibiru. Could be a ship.
I think it's the sun. That's
Could
what the
be.
sun is.
Yeah, and
Doesn't
then
look like
and
it's in
the
the
outside.
center.
Yeah,
Like
good spotting, Chuck.
electromagnetic plasma
Yeah,
balls and shit.
Doesn't look
yeah,
like it's in the
Chuck.
center.
No, bro, you got
It
a good
doesn't
eye,
look like it's in the center there.
bro. You
That's
know.
doing yay, yay, yay. Look at the
If
picture.
you could almost zoom in on that, you could almost see hexagonal. You can almost see a hexagonal pattern.
I don't think so.
I can. I can fucking when I zoom in on that, I can see a hexagonal pattern.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to zoom in. It'll be crappy, but
I can see sides for that thing. One,
and then people
two,
caught this
three.
picture.
One,
Look.
two, three,
Oh,
four,
sorry,
four.
Dean.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's got
8
eight
sides,
sides,
yeah.
man. It's got 8 sides.
That could be because if people are finding these things, Dean, right?
Yeah.
Who knows what's creating the sound for the stars? What's creating the solar luminescence? Because they say frequencies or sound could create light somehow.
Yeah.
And we're light
If we're inside
frequency.
a machine, it's more
Right.
than likely, right? Yeah.
We're being projected from some sort of that's why they say the world's a stage. That would be funny if we're in a DVD movie.
Another cool
Very.
one they say is Venus transiting the sun.
They always go to aliens too. Alien technology.
Well, it's possible, right?
What's an alien?
I don't know.
We're the aliens, maybe.
Yeah, on this one, I just say I don't know.
The root word, the aliens, alive.
Aliens, good possibility. Government, breakaway civilization, underworlders, somebody playing a prank. Imagine that somebody just made it for a joke.
I've seen some. Yeah. Well, I think the government created the whole alien shit back in the day because
Yeah,
they didn't want people to know they had the technology. The same tech that the Germans had, they had UFOs. So if the
alien.
Germans had it, the whole world and the government should know that it's not new technology. It's just very old. They probably do know all the governments.
A lot of aliens people see could be just augmented humans.
I've never seen none.
We see them occasionally in remote viewing, but they're always with people usually. At least the gray type ones. Oh, Dominic's the alien. There we go. Yeah, that Texas one, that Texas flooding, that's all weather manipulation.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, buddy. We've got a heck of a lot of flooding going on here in New Zealand at the moment, Max. And it's funny, but no, it's not funny. No, it's not funny. But
No,
it's ironic that, and when I was looking at the different video clips yesterday, on trying to figure out what was going on with Nelson,
yeah,
because I got family down that way, and in my feed came the flood of Texas. So it's pretty obvious that the bloody technology wants us to know where all the bloody massive flooding's going on, where the manipulation's happening, right?
yeah. Yeah, the Texas one, I guess they helped out that little storm center, and then they fucking pushed it up into the middle of the continent, and then just stopped it and let it drain. You can see how on a video I've got how they just used the radsats or the neck rad system just to flash it off a few times, and that just stopped the storm right in its tracks. Dumped all its water.
Right. Just to let you know, Chuck, I went out and I shared your video to a couple of groups I'm in Telegram. Maybe some of them might come over and have a look.
That's cool.
Yep.
There's a good question. Could the old cathedrals, could they be used for weather manipulation?
What's this? I didn't even know you were
I
sharing,
was
Max.
wondering the same thing, actually, Max. Wow, you hit that on the head for me. Holy.
What was that link you sent in the back, Dean? Hold on. I hope it's still there. It's probably not. Hold on.
Uh,
They switched all this around. I gotta learn the controls again. I mean, just people, man. Nope, it's not back there.
I'll go back and have a look. Oh.
What's this? What's up, Yahweh?
This is Dane Wigington, Geoengineering Watch. Did a little report on this one. Watch,
Okay.
just take a quick watch, it's 2 minutes.
Yep.
Drought to deadly deluge. Welcome to weather warfare. 24 dead in Texas, dozens of girls at Camp Mystic missing after catastrophic flooding. That's
Yeah,
the
that
Weather
shit
Channel.
hovered.
From Newsbreak.com, drought to deluge, why weather extremes are becoming the new normal. Yes, they are. But why? Keep your eyes to the skies and you'll have your answer. From Conflict and Environmental Observatory, this headline, INMOD, Environmental Modification Treaty.
So this is the Texas
You
flooding.
can see where they hovered it, where they paused it. It pushed
the
back a little.
There's the storm center. Yeah.
treaties to
They were
geoengineering the
activating
environment
all
as
the
a weapon
towers,
of war.
boy.
For the record, all the way
And
back
then
in the
it dumps.
1960s, the U.S. military was so successful at controlling the flow of precipitation in Vietnam that by the 1970s, international treaties were passed forbidding such
Look up
operations in
Hamburger
wartime
Hill.
settings. Does any country abide by such treaties? Of course not. Most especially over their own
Now, here you
populations
go.
for which the
Watch
international
this.
treaties did not even apply. Here's
You let it
proof
get up
from the
there,
U.S. Department
and
of
boom.
State.gov. Quote, the
It
provisions
There.
of this
disappeared.
convention shall not hinder the use of environmental modification techniques
Wow,
for peaceful
bro.
purposes. Next
Here
question.
Hold on.
they
You
just
mean to tell me it just disappeared? It didn't move on and slowly disappear like they usually do. That shit just disappeared right
yeah.
there, right
So
over
the blue,
Texas. That's wild.
the blue is the RADSAT. They're the next RAD systems, and what they
The
did,
towers.
yeah. So they surrounded it and
Yeah.
stopped right there, and it dissipates because it just dumps all of its water.
And you know what's
Question is, what
crazy?
just happened in
We're being cooked when all them are on, literally.
Oh yeah.
Texas, along with the rest of the not natural climate cataclysms around the world, fall under the definition of peaceful? Short answer, absolutely not. Next question. How much more effective are the weather manipulation, weather warfare technologies today after 60 years of advancements? You decide. If you think the money printers that ultimately control the U.S. government and military are here
They
to
just
help you
blasted
and
that
your
thing.
posterity, think again. Populations are a rapidly increasing liability for the controllers who are now more desperate and dangerous than ever before.
So yeah, they totally created that.
Wow. See, and I think I went to the website Richie from Boston shared,
Uh-huh.
and I was the radar, and I was trying to find the page that had those ram whatever you call them.
Next RAD.
Yeah, that
Oh,
ram scrap whatever.
next RAD system. Yeah, they have them on
Next rad.
ships.
There you go. Next rad.
They have ground units. They have plane units. They have units for everywhere. And
Yeah, hey, Max. Sorry, Chuck. I've just dropped that link in the main chat, and so you could get it out of there. I've just put it on the chat. I am figuring out how to use my internet better. Hey, Naga.
What's going on?
What's up,
Dave?
Naga?
What's going on,
Yahweh.
Charles?
Yeah,
Great
that
night,
next
great night,
rad.
everyone.
Salute, man.
You know, you got the link to that
Oh,
next
salute
rad.
to Yahweh.
The
hey,
the,
here,
the next rad, Max.
here, take a look at this. Hold on.
Because that was a lot of states that were involved. The surrounding states look like their towers were activated. That's a lot of towers to halt that hurricane.
Yeah,
I think you make the weather.
They're the X-Men. I'm telling you, these cartoons these people are showing, that's
Yeah,
technology.
Chuck.
They're the
I
fucking
think I make
X-Men,
the
bro.
yeah. So these are the next RAD systems that they can take on the water and move around and stuff. So they can put them anywhere. That'll put out terawatts of energy.
I feel that I make the weather.
Yeah, we can affect the weather. Yeah.
Yes, you're the only one.
Next rad.
Yahweh on sun. On sun. Is that oh, I'm trying to think of Sir Drop, is it? That Sir Drop? Is that you, Sir
They
Drop?
broadcast.
That's Naga and Yahweh.
They broadcasting the weather.
I don't know, it's your voice. It's maybe your voice. It's just
I feel I make the weather.
you make the web.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
the
all
only
do.
one.
We all
Yeah,
do.
so
We
they
all do.
broadcast.
Is it your fault for Texas there, the flooding?
that don't exist. It
Well,
don't
some people.
exist. It's on. I call my
you
TV
ask
Texas
you
Florida.
ask the people that are outside living in staying at their mate's place because their house just got washed away.
Yeah,
If you prove it to me, then I can probably go with you. Prove it that it happened.
I know people down there. They say it happened.
But they're still
And
not
my
proving it to me.
my my
No,
my brother my
I don't have
brother
enough to
and
prove it to
my
you.
brother has got land in Nelson and down there they're going through the shit. Maureen, my partner's children live in Nelson. They are fucking
They were
they they
saying get a COVID shot. They would.
they need a
They
bloody
would.
canoe to go to the shop. They need a
They
canoe to
would.
go to the shop.
They were saying get a COVID shot, but I didn't comprehend it, so I didn't get one.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. I
Yep.
didn't. I didn't get one either, because I don't. I don't take orders from other people. I'm pretty bad
Well,
at that,
well,
actually.
don't take the
When
order of the
somebody
Texas
tries to
flood. Then.
tell me
Don't take that
something,
order.
I
Don't take
usually
the
tell them
Texas
that.
flood order. Don't take none of the orders. They broadcast it. They broadcasting the weather, right? Like
Yeah, they
they
got it.
broadcast COVID. They broadcast the COVID shot.
Yeah, they did broadcast COVID. That is correct.
Yeah. If you're gonna believe the Texas flood, then believe in COVID. Not telling you to, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think it was an electric disease.
Well, everything's a broadcast. I mean, we would never hear of it without a bloody broadcast first, right?
Well,
Well, broadcast is magic.
just means to send out, right? You don't hear the radar systems. You don't hear, you know,
Exactly.
you don't hear that.
Doppler 9 and all that. Yeah, it don't exist. When you learn how to spell, you think you can hear people talking.
Well, I know one thing, young fella. You wouldn't know you existed unless you'd been here.
Exactly. Because you're the only one that's been here. That's the key, realizing you're the only one.
Yeah, I never
You know,
realized how many of these golf ball fucking towers are everywhere.
Oh yeah,
These next rad towers, these little golf balls.
they're cheap to make too. So, like, relatively. So,
I just looked it up. New Zealand, everywhere.
oh yeah, they're everywhere.
It's New Zealand.
Yep, we got them up north. They got a bloody.
but you can't, I'm not knocking
Bible.
nobody. You can't prove that that stuff is there.
I've been past one of them, took a photo of it. I wish I could bloody. I wish I had my old bloody camera. I could bloody show you that.
Yeah,
That's the one that was made for you then. That's the one that was made for you and only you.
Well, the bloody camera's no longer with me. I threw the bloody thing out. It was buggered.
Mm. Things outside of your existence,
But I
these
didn't
don't
know I was
exist.
going to run into you and have to show you my bloody picture to make it real. I didn't know I was
No,
going to
because
have to
it's a
run into
no,
picture.
you
if you
to
don't
do
look at it, it won't be real.
No, you don't have to show me anything because it's a picture. If it's a picture, it
It's
don't
not
exist.
real to him because he wasn't there. I get what he's saying, but
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
that.
saying. So when you take that stuff in, you start creating it for yourself. You start to create what they give you.
yeah. There's a
Like it's
funny.
gonna rain today.
I
Like
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Can I tell you a funny story? It's a joke, right? Kind of. There was this missionary guy, and he went up north to the Inuit, and he started to tell them about Jesus, and they said, "Okay, so you're telling me the only way that I can be saved is through this Jesus guy?" He said,
through the
"Yes,
truth.
that's true." And
So Jesus is called the truth, right?
me tell the
So in
story.
your true life,
Hang on, let him tell the story.
all right, all
Please
right.
have some patience, young man.
Mm,
I don't have it, and then I do. So go ahead, man. Just go ahead
So
with it.
okay, so the Inuit asked him, "So what if you had never come and told me about Jesus coming and the Savior that
About the
we
truth
have to
thing.
worship?" And he said, "Well, if you didn't know, God forgives all, so you would be saved anyway." So the Inuit man looks at him and says, "So now I
Well,
have to pray to a God and worship a man that if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't have to do it."
I think the truth is the truth, and y'all found a way to tell me the truth is true. So when you say Jesus, you said truth. I don't see a man, a physical, fleshly body
It's just a story.
person.
It's not. I don't. I don't live by the
Yeah,
joke.
because I'm telling myself the story, right? I'm telling myself what you said.
Okay. Yeah.
So when you speak of Jesus, you saying truth. So when you save the truth in your memory card, or you take a picture of your newborn baby,
No,
then you
no.
saving
Jesus just means the
truth
Jesus that they teach in church. That's all.
or truth. So the truth called church.
Well, if you believe Jesus is the truth, that's fine.
A T make the ch sound.
Huh?
A T a T make the ch sound like in nature.
Hmm.
So when you
Yeah.
saying truth, you saying church.
Well, I didn't say truth. I never once used the word
No,
truth.
no, you said church though. When you say church, you saying truth. Because a T make the ch sound like in the word nature.
Okay.
So when you say truth, you saying church, or you saying church, you saying truth.
Hmm.
Yeah. So Jesus is the truth according to people that speak of this guy, a
Hmm.
man.
The truth, the
So
way, and the light. They call him. Yeah.
yeah, which is your true life. I don't see. I don't know. I guess some man living in the desert or something.
Could be. Could be a man in you.
Which is the mind. Man mean mind in English.
Yeah. I don't know. Jesus could be
So
outside you or inside you. They ask
which
in
is a mind, right? A man.
the church. They ask
Man
Jesus
mean
to
mind.
come into them. So.
Man means to think.
Hmm.
Man means mind.
yo, this piece of architecture in Germany's off the hook. You know how big this fucking building is?
That's pretty cool.
Damn, what happened to the rest of the pictures? Didn't even upload. StreamYard's falling off. If they didn't blow Germany to smithereens, Germany had some real awesome technology. I mean, architecture. Frozen music. The shit we build today are just boxes upon boxes upon. It's nothing special. I don't even like calling them architects. They're box-techs.
That depress you.
There we go. Just to show how big that statue is. Look how little that guy is.
Oh wow.
Cause see, in these pictures, the building don't look big until you see the people walking at the bottom there, and
Yeah.
you get. And then it's like Washington D.C.'s monument with the water. Because if you catch it at nighttime, you'll get this picture. You get this picture. This picture is nice right here. As above,
Look at
so
that. Look at
below.
that. Look at that, Chuck. Look at that. Look at that little fella.
Hold on. What? Hold on. You got a dog?
Yeah, that's our puppy. He was born 4 weeks ago. We've been bottle feeding
What
him.
kind of dog is it?
He's a
That's
Shih
a nice
Tzu. He's
dog.
like his dad. His
Oh,
father is a Shih Tzu. Our Ted.
a Shih Tzu and a pig.
No, our
Ah,
Ted, our dog Ted, is the father of this baby.
one.
So what was the father? A shepherd?
No, he's a Shih Tzu.
Are they both Shih Tzus? Okay.
I don't know what
Yeah,
a Shih Tzu is. I've
and
heard
the
of them.
mother was
Are
a
they ankle
Maltese.
biters? Shih Tzus are
Oh,
Yeah,
ankle biters in
the
America.
mother was a Maltese.
okay. That's how you got the pattern.
Ankle biters got big balls, man. Ankle biters will fight anything.
Uh,
That's what we call them here in the States, ankle biters.
It's
we have.
feeding time.
It's like having a little baby, man.
It is.
Oh, have we done that?
Oh, he's such a struggler. He's hard to hold when you're trying to hold him in the camera too. But he tucks the bottle in. He gets a bottle every feed, and he's where are we? Here we go. Look at that. I gotta sit down. I gotta sit down.
Yeah, that'll be easier.
Here you go. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. We called him King.
There's a 4-week-old puppy on the screen.
He was born on last month. He was a month old on Thursday. So he's born. Yeah, he's born on what date was he born, love? Oh, she's gone to sleep.
There
The
he is.
12th. That's right, the 12th of June.
He's
Yeah.
a, he's a mix of pug and what's the other one?
No, he's a mix of Shih Tzu and Maltese.
Got a little white stripe down his face.
But he has just swallowed all of that. He just swallowed all of that.
Well,
And he is growing. Our first picture of him, Max, was when Maureen found him on the floor. She nearly stood on him when Mum had given birth to him on the mat underneath her bed. Hello.
let's see his whole body. I want to see him the whole doggy.
I'll try and get over. I'll draw the curtain. There we go. Can we see that?
Yeah, see his little face. Yeah.
There you go, King. You're famous now, bro. Look at that.
He's gonna get all the ladies when he grows up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love him.
What's his name?
King.
King.
King. King. Okay.
King. See his little crown on the front of his forehead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in New Zealand, so good luck.
There's only one? Only one puppy?
What happened actually, Chuck? We couldn't afford. What happened? Oh, it's really sad. We haven't got the mother at the moment. She's in care. What happened was that we couldn't afford the $2,500 for the bloody cesarean, right? Because she couldn't have the rest of the baby. She only had one naturally. The rest she couldn't have. So we took her into
Damn.
the vet, and they because we couldn't afford it, they took the mother and the puppy's office, and we don't get the mother back until after she's weaned the babies, and they keep the babies. That, that's fucking wrong.
That's
They were going to
greedy.
keep this one as well. They were going to try and keep this one as well, but I said, no, you're not having him. He was born at home, and I'm not letting anyone have him.
That's crazy. That's how they scam people into fucking. That's
Yeah,
wild, man. You
yeah,
know,
it's fucking wild, mate.
they're gonna sell those puppies and make crazy bank. They know what they're
Well,
doing.
each one will be
Stealing
worth
people's
about
animals.
1,200, at least 1,200 each.
That's wild, man. That's
Yeah. Be right back.
that's
Yeah,
highway robbery.
we're pretty fucking we're pretty sad about it all, really. I can tell you.
It's not your fault.
I know.
What else you supposed to do if there's you call them and that's how they treat you?
Yeah. Well, we would have lost
There's
this
a
fellow
world
too
of
if I
my
hadn't
name.
seen. We would have lost this fellow as well if I hadn't have seen what they were up to. Right? I knew exactly what they were up to when they said, "Oh no, we'll keep him in care. You get the mother back, and we keep the puppy. That helps to pay for the cesarean." And I thought, "You fucking bastard! You're trying to steal our dogs." Yeah.
Look at this picture I found with these pyramids. I know one's a drawing.
Thanks for sharing that, Chuck.
King. I like the name that you named him.
Yeah, yeah. Maureen actually named him because he actually got out. Like he managed to get out. If he'd never been birthed naturally, we wouldn't have had any of them. We'd have lost a lot.
He's the king like Jesus.
No, he's better than that.
Oh, the story of Jesus being born, he made it out.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
about that as the sperm, right? Out of all the
yeah,
sperm, you
yeah,
made it. So
yeah.
that's special
Yeah,
already. But these
which is
religions
happening right
tell you
now.
you're fucking dookie.
You the sperm right now finna be born again. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think they miss what was the Bible originally written in? I heard Greek or something like that. It's
Hebrew.
Hebrew. So
Well,
that
Hebrew
I
is
heard
not even an old
they
language.
translated that wrong. It's supposed to be you were born into Shin, which means you were born
They,
with a lack of knowledge. Now that
yeah,
sounds
they gave people pictures with it, so people look at pictures and say that's Jesus, and they don't like that picture. They don't like the picture. And I think the truth, the light, and the way is Jesus. Truth. Like where you sitting there right now, you sitting in the truth. You sitting in the Jesus.
You don't need.
Not,
You don't.
not the painting on your grandma's wall, but you say a name, people triggered like you tell a dog to sickle, and when you say Jesus, it's like sickle, like you train like a dog. And when you hear these certain names, you go into whatever you told yourself.
Yahuwah or something. Yeah, what do they say? Yahuwah or Yeshua? Yeshua.
Yes, you are. Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, you
That
are.
sounds
And
kind of
see,
native.
that's a good one.
it is. It,
Yeah, Yeshua.
it in the beginning, Indian.
Yeah, you get
It
it.
is. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah. So yes, you are. Yes, you are
Yes,
truly
you
who you
are.
are.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you are.
are.
Yes, you are truly who you are. Yes, you are.
I used to be like, I am God. My grandpa would look at me like I said the worst thing in the world. Like,
I am your God.
the fuck is
I
that?
think it's the world like it programs you to hate yourself. You think it's
Are you
easy when
outside? Oh, man.
Holy
you hate
shit.
yourself. They hate the truth. They hate themselves.
Well, they think
So
they
when they
got.
hate Jesus,
Everyone
they hate
thinks
the
they got
truth.
the truth, right?
Huh?
Everyone thinks they got the truth.
Well, they got it whether they lying or not. Though you truly lying, you are the truth. I think you are.
Well, I suppose I'm some of it.
Look, to my thought of education, I am the truth, right? I get you when y'all do that, then I'm like, oh, me, I am the truth, right? Because it seems like y'all denying it that you are the truth.
I'm sure you're the truth to you. I'm the truth to me, right?
You're the only one to tell it to, right?
I'm the only one seeing through my eyes, so that's the truth.
That's it. It's Jesus.
People gotta watch the
That,
movie Nine, man. I love
that's
the
the
little
truth. It's
characters
Jesus.
when the little
That's the way.
characters' eyes
Yeah, that's
project.
true. Yeah, yeah, that's the way to go. Yeah, it's true. Go that way. It's true. Yeah, that's a light. Yeah, that's true. I think
The
people see them
truth is,
paintings on the
the
wall and
truth is, the truth is, you will be hating because of who you are, right? Because of
it's
his
just,
name's sake, right? You are being hated all your life. You're a Haitian.
you being headed that way. You being headed that way in the truth.
I am being for sure.
Heading that way you're going.
Hmm.
It's true. In the court of law, they'll be like, yeah,
I'm being
yeah,
on my
yeah,
way.
the courts agree with you being the truth.
I'm being on my way.
You went that way. If you went that way and stole something, the court will hold it against you, which is you are the truth. They stole something. They looking at them paintings. I don't know what they looking at, but it seems like they looking at paintings and they like, nah, that ain't the truth. That's right though. That painting is not a man. There's no man on that painting. It's paint. You
Hey,
are the truth.
but the painting's truth, right?
It's paint. Yeah, it's truly paint.
Truly.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they call it paint in English.
Yeah, we agree upon that one. I think truth
Yeah,
is like
yeah. In the court of law, you be yeah,
when we talk about
yeah,
truth is what we agree on, you know?
So people mad at paintings, but I get it. It's not Jesus. It's paint. I mean, it's truly paint though.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Yeah.
Jesus is the truth. So when you telling the truth, you telling the Jesus. I don't see a human being. I see truth. I don't know. I don't know
Everything.
how to say it.
Everything is
Yeah,
right. So truth is an energy.
which is a man. Man means mind in English.
Hmm?
To think
In a
is
man.
man.
Truth can be viewed
Said
in a man
it,
or outside a man, I think.
the one that's thinking, and the truth is man. You man, if you man,
Yeah, that's just us.
it's
Dominic,
just us, which is Jesus, right?
Dominic gets it.
Yeah. When you start looking in that hot desert and stuff, you're gonna be lost. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things should be added unto you, which is your reflection on all things.
You? Heaven on earth. Very possible.
And the world hates that your reflection is on everything. For you look like your father. The world wants you to look like it, not your father. When you point to a mirror and you put your finger on the mirror, your father pointing back at you. Because you look just like your father.
Put a mirror
Like your
back in
father.
someone's face and tell them they're beautiful. That'll make the world better.
Say that again, brother.
I said, put a mirror in someone's face and tell them they're beautiful. That'll make the world better. They can see themselves through your
That
eyes.
everything looks like you.
Yeah.
So you love thy neighbor as thyself. That's your reflection on that ugly person. You the only one is the key, right? I don't know.
You just keep genetically copying yourself whenever
This,
you find a woman. You live through your
this is the
children.
pantheon, right? This the pantheon right now. They gave us pictures of the pantheon, so not you, but I looked over there in the pantheon in Greece.
Oh, yeah.
In my no, but it's right here. This the pantheon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. We're all one. Everything came from one, in my opinion.
yeah. Because if I went one, then I wouldn't be able to hear you.
Yeah. One became two. Now
I can
two is
deny you, but
now
I'm
we're.
one because I can hear you. You can't
Yeah.
hear something that's like, yeah,
If you didn't hear me, I wouldn't be here.
exactly. It wouldn't integrate. It wouldn't match up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to hear you,
But we've met before, so you're already here.
which is the only one. Our history is planted in your mind or mine.
Hmm. Ours.
Ours, the ours, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is yours. Yours.
It's in the Taurus.
Yours is ours.
Taurus
Yeah.
glass. The Horus glass.
There you go. I hear you. The Horus, which is the horizon.
Yeah.
Everyone do it to you when they come in your eyesight.
And it's us. The whole us. The whole us.
Which is real.
Yeah, it is real.
It's easy, man. When you a child, man, you can see it. Like you get educated and go in the world, you get lost.
This in the movie Nine, when the guy creates these 9 characters, right? But these guys right here project. They're like
Yeah.
projectors, the eyes, and
Mm.
these two project onto the wall and shit. Their eyes are projectors.
Creators.
But he created 9, and
Mm.
Each one he used a piece of his soul. 9 was the most. He was the most advanced one. The last one
Give
he
me a,
created. So that's kind of like I think of how they're doing us genetically, till they get his ninth creation was the master out of all of them, like the best made. But he also created a machine. It's sort of like AI, and it just creates on its own. This fucking machine that he created. It created an army that wiped everyone out, but these 9 things and him. You got to see the movie. It's called 9.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, I seen
Yeah.
this movie, but you know, it's all the same. You know what I'm saying? Because the all their characters look the same. You know, so it's basically the same character. Represent
Different
using
versions of
itself.
himself.
It's
Yeah.
basically the same character using itself. As different representation, right?
Yeah.
And so it is kind of like what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like even when it comes to the family, you're looking at like, yo, this is my family. You know what I'm saying? But it's one. Everybody in your family represent something different. You know what I'm saying? A different branch of the family, or even your body, right? How the way your body is a whole structure, right, with different parts, right, that play different role, but it's the same body. Basically, that break down into different. So yeah, it's all the same.
So
So
who's the
sometimes
penis?
we focus on the on the different aspect, on the representation. This is why a lot of time we focus on symbolism, right? We like to go and like, damn, this is deep right here. This right here represent this and represent that.
The
It
four
represent
element
this. It represent that. But go ahead, you got it.
the 4 elements and the 5 senses. That's 9.
Yeah.
It's 5 senses, right?
Yep.
I don't know.
Well, six
Which
sense.
is really one
Six sense
sense.
is
Which is
the
really one. The whole five is really one, right? Like a
The
cube.
whole 9 is really one.
yeah, your
But
energy
people
Yeah,
forget the zero.
body.
The
yeah,
zero is the female aspect who gave birth to all 9 numbers.
yeah. You're right. Yeah,
Yeah, your energy field supports your DNA. It could be the other way around as well, but that your DNA supports your energy field. But a lot of evidence showing that it's the other way, that your energy supports your DNA. So your aura field. That's more who you are. Yeah, many, many senses. Right, Dominic?
yeah. So we like to focus on the different representation or different aspect, in nature or in life and reality. But
Mm-hmm.
in fact, the truth is, we are the very mechanism, right, that make it possible for life to exist,
Yep.
right? So
Our
so it's all
somewhat
one.
sense of lack of oneness is
Yeah.
what makes life interesting. This separation that we sense, or kind of are fooling ourselves into believing, is what makes life interesting.
Right. Imagine your red blood cells and your white blood cells go to war in your body. You'll probably have a heart attack and die.
Yeah, yeah. Harmonious life is much better for you. Harmony. I don't know why they have harm in harmony. I suppose it can be used to heal or harm.
Huh.
Or is it harmony?
I gotta jump off here in like a half hour. We got some time.
That's perfect. That'll be dinner time.
Yeah, I'm about to go cook some dinner so I can perform my diet and die slowly. The more you eat, the quicker you diet or digest. Like all these words, it
Yeah,
blows my mind. It's always been in front of our face.
Yeah. For 15
so
years,
occupied.
I ate less than 700 calories for 15 years. Oh, modern science says that I should have died, but that didn't happen.
Which
Now,
is which is
Education's
which is
overrated.
dye, which is to change color,
yeah,
right? Like how women or some men how they dye their hair, right?
or a roll of the die,
Right.
taking a
I
chance.
want
Right?
look.
Take a chance.
I wonder if you can see Polaris through the center of that. You
Energy
got 12
behind the
slots.
symbols.
It's like a clock. You got 12 slots there.
Good observatory. Yeah, probably had some
That's
other stuff in there.
that's in that German building I showed. Look at all these towers, yo. It's crazy. These are just the golf ball looking towers I showed.
See, there's
These
that
aren't even
one.
counting.
You look where there's one little spot where there's nothing. A
Yeah,
couple
that's the
spots.
desert.
Yeah,
That's the desert.
but
To keep them safe.
that's out where G Sharp is around, and that's where the elites have one city that's pretty much Wi-Fi free. It's completely wireless.
Interesting. Very interesting. Because they, from reading Tesla's stuff, that wireless was completely harmless and even more beneficial. It wasn't dirty electricity. It was
Can be.
so beneficial. It wasn't fire creating or nothing. But yet they want to give us the crap,
You know, they could use,
the harmful.
yeah, they could use magnetic pulse technology for communications.
They need to get super magnetically smacked in the fucking head with an iron fist.
But they like to use energy because it's you can use it better for control.
These are ones below 10,000 feet. So that means that some of these are on mountains and man, these aren't counting, like I said, the alleged 5G towers, which to me is the microwave
They
aspect
are
of it.
5G. Just your
What
5G.
was the name of that again? The towers Z. Oh, it's right here. It's
Yeah.
Z. Hold on. Oh, I thought it said on here. Oh yeah, next rad. There we go.
Yeah.
So when they were showing that video of the hurricane, just think about it, everybody. When have you seen on radar a fucking hurricane be halted in its tracks and then disappear? I've never seen that ever on any storm they've shown on the news. I've never seen it just get halted and then end up disappearing after it fucking floods everyone to oblivion.
Yeah, it's pretty peculiar.
And like they did in Tennessee, they were opening dams probably because they're filling with water so fast. So not only are people flooding from the storm itself, they were opening dams too. I
Yeah.
mean, these people.
Nobody's been charged for that either.
When I seen the videos of the people in their cabin up in the mountains, and then I seen water pour, it came over the hill. It was a hill going up. It came over the hill, and they were kind of, man, that water was rushing. Like I said, they opened a dam. That's the only way.
Yeah.
The water would have acted like that. It was coming like if you broke a pool open. You ever seen water rush out?
Yeah. Yeah, if people haven't figured out that this is all contrived by now, I don't know. I'll try and help them, but
Like I always look, the dam we used to swim in, when I say go to the reservoir, we have 3 different or 4 different reservoirs. It's like these big bodies of water. You're not allowed to fish which I don't know. The fish might not be alive in there if they're putting fluoride, but I think they put the fluoride in the where the water goes to. They don't dump it in the fucking reservoir. I could be wrong, but I don't think they would do that.
You know, in the water treatment plants, they dump it into the.
There you go. The treatment plant. When it gets to the treatment plant, they fluorigate it. Because I don't think they're that dumb to dump it in the reservoir.
Well, yeah, they would. Yeah, it goes through a pumping station, and usually they'll add it there.
Yeah, because if something happens, they need that water just in case. They don't want to poison all these bodies of water. Even though Bush allegedly is buying all these underground springs. I mean, Dean sent me something. Part of the New World Order is where the banks are going to own everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you will no longer be able to own any land.
Yeah, everything will be rental.
This is insane. Like,
So even your clothes, those will be rental.
we're so mentally enslaved.
You'll just rent it.
It blows my mind how mentally trained we are.
When I was a
To
kid,
not
I
even
stayed out about beer.
put up a stink in. We're so desensitized and used to this shit. No one even puts a stink up anymore. They just fall in line.
Yeah, digital
Man.
dollars, rental properties, everything's going to be rental. Your car, you won't own a car. You won't own your clothes. Yeah, that's their dream. I don't think people will ever give up personal property.
It's sad. That
So,
give them all the material things they want.
well, they'll take it all.
No, that's how they keep people compliant.
Well, they like to keep us arguing too.
Yeah, that's why I don't. People's differences.
I forget what I've got on.
When I was more ignorant years ago, people's differences actually used to bother me sometimes. But then I thought, I grew a lot since then.
So have I, Chuck. Thanks very much for having us up here too. It's great to catch up with you guys.
Yeah, your dog's awesome.
Yeah, it's just we got a little mat down by the fireplace now, and he goes and just lays down on it. No, he knows where his bed is. We don't have to worry about him because he knows where he's going. He's a bloody smart little fellow. I'm teaching him to drink out of a bowl at the moment. I don't give him his whole feed. I just give a little bit to begin with. Then I give him his bottle. Then I give him a little bit afterwards in the bowl. And he's just cleaned that up and gone to sleep. So, all good.
Let me see. Look at this shit I screenshotted. Hold on. I like watching John Levy, man.
Yeah, he's good. I like him.
He has a lot of good information.
His voice is, and how he's so.
Look at this shit.
I like some of his music that he adds to his videos. He uses different people's own writing, their own songs and their own works on different instruments.
It looked like a Blemmy. This guy says, I believe there is cloaking technology, and I've seen people advertise it on YouTube, but it's very trashy, low level. I think the cloaking technology the military has is no joke. They stole it from whatever.
Since the 80s,
Why?
they have had a cloth hood that they can put over your head, and you can imitate anybody.
Yeah, I've seen that cloth.
It's just a cloth hood. It's amazing.
Now, the question is, what turned the desert to sand? What technology? I don't want to.
Well,
That's the questions I have,
there's
and that's
natural sand.
before.
There's natural sand, granulated, that's
Oh
blown.
yeah,
There's also fractured sand. Some that has been
But where did sand originate from? It wasn't a particle to begin with. It was a part of a.
like in Darren,
Well,
Darren
I mean,
Creek had a nuclear blast because it's still irradiated to this point, to this day.
yeah, there you go. There's something. There you go.
You know,
Yeah.
but that has fractured glass, so there was a blast of some sort or high heat.
or
Yeah.
direct
No, I
energy
got
weapon.
you.
I'm going more with the sun,
Yeah.
directed sunlight. Ever since I seen the video of that guy who, what does he call his solar death ray with the little
Yeah.
TV screen? Ever
Mhm.
since I seen him melt stone,
Right
like
there.
actual hard stones, I said, get the fuck out of here with sunlight. I said, that's the ultimate weapon.
Mhm.
Directing the sunlight, and I've seen diagrams and old books of it. They people be like, how can you set a ship on fire? Well, go watch that guy's video. He's using a TV screen. Imagine if they use like a magnifying glass or something.
Yeah. Well, that's what it
I
is.
don't know if it's Photoshop, but I've got a picture of a balloon firing an EMF beam.
Yeah,
Right?
you can use a balloon, a water balloon, to create a.
No, this was like a Zeppelin type of balloon,
Oh, yeah.
and they were using EMF then.
Any type of lens would work. You know.
The fascists. Look at this picture. This guy says he sees cloaked stuff in the clouds. It does look like an alien riding a scooter, a blemmy riding a scooter in the sky.
Sometimes it
His
looks like
eyes are on his chest.
yeah. Sometimes it looks like there's shapes, like square shapes or ships moving through the clouds in the sky.
I screenshotted this because I'm gonna take a picture of a blemmy and put it right where he is, and you're gonna see it and be like, "No way, watch."
Kind of looks like Sasquatch too.
Yeah.
Look at this picture of Jay Z. Look at his chain. Tell me that is not the triple triangle the PDFs use.
Oh
Come
my,
on,
see it.
this cat's got a huge one on his chest.
I got to zoom
Yeah.
in.
That looks like the spiraling.
Yeah, pedo triangle.
See, I was trying to be
Yeah.
nice and say PDF, but yeah, that's it. This cat's flaunting it, yo. That's a slap in the face to flaunt that. Like
I reckon. That's like I'm saying I'm a dirty fucking son of a bitch.
Yeah,
like
he's
it
definitely peddling. Yeah.
just like what's his name with a black eye at Trump's speech. He was standing there with a black eye, man.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
I got some in the back there to share it for you.
all right.
For you.
What was his name again? In the back, I mean, the guy with the black eye. I always forget his name. The Tesla guy.
Elon?
Yeah, Elon Musk. He had his black eye. They socked him. That shit's a joke, man. The president has become a joke. I remember when people used to take it. It was taken a little more serious. Now it's a clown show.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
Fuck
this
the president.
a method of recording and saving human soul for human immortality and installation for it.
No way.
Yeah. So you can look that up. I got a couple things here.
Dude, they gonna doing this shit underground, maybe?
No, they're recording your memories right now.
Well, if we have a frequency, I wouldn't be surprised if they could hack it somehow, some way.
They can record it, your brain waves and your. Well, they're trying to record your soul. good one.
Because I've heard of these people as far as doing like experiments where they brought dead people back to life and they were in a zombie state. And when I was watching the video the other day on that, these experiments these scientists are allowed to do with cadavers and shit. That's why when people donate bodies for scientific experiments, imagine the ones that in the wars they use. They were putting electricity to these dead people and they would come back to life, but they would be in a zombie state. It made me think of in the movies, all the zombies walking around like, "Ugh." That's some wild shit, bro.
Since they had,
Um,
the telephone, since they had the telephone, not the smartphone. Since
the
they,
landline.
yep, they've been recording your brainwaves through the wire. So here, this one's cool. Terahertz bullet induced nonlinear in a gold thin film. So it's how to make a terahertz bullet to shoot at somebody. That's funny.
This shit's diabolical.
Let's see. Hold on. I want to see this one. What's this one again? Oh, this is the current radar. You can see the RadSat systems. So this is viewing all the satellite, all the next lab. So you can see all the radar stations here. They're not firing off at the moment. They're very low emission. But when they want to steer a storm, they'll fire up, steer it wherever they want.
People got to realize you got Doppler radars, then you got all sorts of different shit going on. Radar, microwave,
ELF station.
television, radio, cell phone. I mean, we're being bombarded,
Yep.
but people don't get it.
And the very low frequency as well. They have low frequency emitters. They have gigantic antennas.
See,
low frequencies, ELFs.
I'm looking at a map now that shows Doppler radar sites, but there's nothing in Connecticut, which is bullshit. Because there's one in Hartford. They were like had Doppler forever.
Yeah.
I remember I was in middle school and they talking about Doppler radar.
Almost every city has Doppler.
Yeah. So that's good footage, man. I send a link of that footage. Can you put it in the back?
Oh, this is an actual site. This is an up-to-date site that you can
No, the footage. Yeah, this is the one Richie from Boston showed. I went to this and I was watching all these things that are pulsating, like all these towers.
Yeah.
It shows them they're literally pulsating. They're microwaving us to shit.
Yeah. Yeah, this is live.
I wanted to get a link to that video that you showed where it halted the hurricane. I want to screen record that and or alter it. I just want to keep the part that shows them halting the storm and then it disappearing.
Yeah, that was Dane Wigington.
Dan Wigington?
Dane.
You got his link?
Yeah, I'll put it in the back chat.
Thanks.
Put a link
All
to
right.
that.
That's an awesome video. That's a good catch right there. That guy put that. That's fucking awesome. That's some good evidence to show people because I've never seen that in my 44 years.
Yeah, you can see the same thing with Hurricane Helena, how they steered it, and with Hurricane Ian. He's got videos of those as well.
All right, I saved that website.
There you go.
Where's Dean? I had to mute Dean. Did he know I muted him?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. He knew.
Yep.
Okay. There's the
I only muted you because there was some crazy sound coming.
there's his
That was a
YouTube
while
channel
ago.
and his website. I posted the
Cool.
video too.
I'm making breakfast for me and Maureen. That's probably what it is.
Oh shit! I got 2 next rads open.
Yeah, we'll have to watch what they're doing real time. So,
Oh, I'm already subbed to him.
are you okay? That's good.
Cool. All right, because I'm gonna edit that video. I'm gonna just keep that little part.
Yeah, he does good work.
And
He's the
give the guy credit.
preemptive expert on chemtrails and or stratospheric aerosol injections or whatever you want to call them. So,
Some people don't believe that. I had a little debate. I said it earlier that people tell me they have that technology for the airplanes. I forgot what it's called. Like
flares. That's
where
what
they
they.
use like water pressure or something to
Oh,
fly
they
the
use
plane. It's
flares.
not.
They just use flares. It's not hard.
No, not. They're using flare. I know that's for seeding the clouds and stuff, but
Yeah. They also spray E. coli,
uh, the
barium stuff.
technology for the airplanes to fly them. There's some alleged new. But anyway,
Hmm.
I forgot what it's called. I'll get the information for next time. But I told my friend, I'm like, those are contrails it would leave. These are staying in the sky, and then they blink. It's the fucking sky within an hour.
Oh, they come down like sheets in some cases because they're.
I've seen wiry stuff. Some
Oh
stuff
yeah,
they were spraying. It looked like
yeah,
it was like tubes. I've seen some crazy spraying. Like I've
yeah. In my
zoomed in
area
on the
too,
shit.
one guy did a U-turn. That was cool. He put a big U in the sky. One time, this guy he went across, and because I guess the mixture wasn't right, so I guess it all dumped it like kind of at once. So it did. It looked like a curtain drawn right across
Huh.
the sky because it all fell down in a powder. You could see that it was powder. It was really neat.
Damn, I'm missing hella pictures. That's odd. Anyway, I I got to go through my pictures. I lost so many good photos from I'm gonna buy a chip just for the photos. Like I've lost, these other phones, I've lost pictures I had of. I'm gonna have to go find them in my videos. Pictures I had of chemtrails that were throwing shadows. I had some good pictures that I
Oh,
took with my own camera. I mean, phone camera, cheap
yeah,
ass phone camera. I want a P900 to really get a good look at what they're spraying, and
yeah.
then
Those are probably
get a
coming.
microscope.
Probably get a used one, pretty good price.
I see people that look at the food through fucking microscopes, and they see all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I saw this one guy had spices from the '70s, and when he rehydrated it, it actually had more gallons in it.
What?
Yeah,
Man.
that stuff's everywhere. If you take NAC and glutathione, well, when I do, some of them they come out of my nose.
The sun simulator, I think they create these things. Let's say the world's beyond here.
Yeah,
They could just take them sun simulators there and thaw it out.
yeah, yeah. If they got them, yeah.
That's probably what our sun is.
Could be. Hmm. Some people don't even think we're in our solar system anymore.
I don't know. They changed the whole computer program. That's why we think we're somewhere else.
Maybe.
They
Yeah.
uploaded a new version. We woke up one day and it was a new
Yeah. No.
upload.
And don't forget, some people say we're on a different part of the spiral arm of our galaxy now too. From one place to another, fast or something.
Like people really believe that there's climate change. Yeah. Oh, there's climate change,
Yep, it's man-made climate
but they're
change.
creating it. Mother Earth ain't doing it.
Well,
They're
see,
doing it.
they're hiding behind their word solid, right? It's man-made climate change, right? So they're saying that man's making it, which is true and false. Their definition of us, because of cow farts and
They're
automobiles.
altering everything.
Yeah.
I even think hurricanes are man-made. Earthquakes. I don't
Well,
think Mother Earth
they're
is none of
amplified.
that.
Like, you should go back and watch Dane Wigington's work on Hurricane Ian and Hurricane
Mhm.
Helena. Hurricane Ian, they basically started the whole thing down in the South Pacific and fucking brought it all the way up, or the Atlantic, and brought it all the way up. You could see them chemtrailing it into existence all the way. And then fucking, yeah, and then they hit it with the radar to steer it. Yeah. And same thing with Helena. Um, Except I didn't see them build Helena, but they built Hurricane Ian out of almost nothing.
Huh. I
Yeah.
wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. Like it
I
started
even think
way, way down by the, in the south.
they can create tornadoes.
Yeah.
This lady showed a video off the coast of Florida. There was 2 or 3 of them in the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
South. And I'm thinking, are they practicing in the ocean with their technology? Probably. They probably got a unmanned craft, right? They could fly these UFOs with remote control, and it probably has tech on it to create tornado funnels with frequency. I would not doubt it. If they create a weapon like that,
There's
that'll
plenty of
change
there's
the
lots
whole
of
game of warfare.
there's lots of patents on that. I showed that here. They've been working on tornadoes since the early 40s. How to create them, how to stop them, how to amplify them.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I showed
That's
you.
why they were chasing to study them.
I showed you them. The patents, all the patents from like 1897 onward.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
looking at some of them. That's
Yeah.
why the military has shit people would. They're the X-Men, just put it that way.
Yeah.
And fucking, they were chasing storms to study them, not because it was cool. I remember in the video shows, oh, I just love tornadoes and I like
Oh,
chasing them. It's
cool.
the excitement, right? No, you're studying them because you want to figure out what they are so you can
Yeah.
create your own. Or they figured out it was a frequency from the Earth, probably.
Hi, Native
Or who
Michigan.
knows?
One with black and white. That's cool.
Fucking, it's wild shit, man. These people are
Yeah.
something else.
I'm just mad at them because they're not using it for good. They could use it for good, but they. That's
They
why
always want
I'm mad.
us to be in fear of everything. They want you to fear God. I used to tell my mom, why we got to fear God?
No,
It don't even make sense.
I've seen the fear of God make people love God. But, that's because they needed the fear. They didn't need the love at that point. Then they got the love.
I've never feared God.
Yeah, some people need that.
No.
God scare them into
If
walking.
you understand God, then
Well, they
it's nothing
don't.
to fear.
No, they don't. That's the thing. They don't. So they have to. So the fear of God makes them understand. And then they get the love of God. So it's not a continuous thing. or it shouldn't be. That's just for people who have, you know, fallen far from the way.
I haven't looked in the chat in a minute. Tammy Lynn. Native. What's good, Native?
Yeah, I don't remember the dates anymore either, Tammy.
Yeah,
I'm out, Chuck. I gotta go.
all right, Dean.
I'll talk
Appreciate
to
you
you
coming
later.
through, man. Have a good
Good to
day.
talk to you next.
Good talking to you,
Um,
Dean.
take care, everyone. We'll see you when we see you next. Bye for now.
Bye for
Peace,
now.
Nate. Yeah, I'm gonna jump off at 3 hours on the dot.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, I like that.
I got 3 minutes till dinner time.
I like that radar. I'm glad I found that because I'm gonna sit there when I get stoned and just wait for something to show up,
Yeah.
so I could be like, "I knew it.
Got to refresh
Fucking
it.
told you." I like when I'm right because I know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
and it's not to be like snobby or nothing. I don't know. I just know.
Well, it's confirmation that you're not crazy like other people tell you you are.
True. You've been fishing a lot, Native? Native be chilling, man. Upper Michigan, that's the place to be. In the fucking woods, chilling.
I'm close to
Away
Michigan.
from all the
Michigan's a
bullshit.
couple hundred miles away.
If it was up to me, I would go live in somewhere high up above like Methuselah on the top of a mountain in a cave. So
Well, we
then if
got.
anything happened, I'll be pretty much good, I hope.
You can go to Algonquin Park. That's fucking huge.
As long as you're above sea level, you're pretty good. I just can't see no tsunami going more than 2 miles inland, if that. Maybe 3 miles. That's about it.
Yeah. What was it? Helena went in 500 miles as a hurricane.
No, I'm talking a tsunami.
Oh, a tsunami. Yeah. I don't know. Depends on how the land is. Right? If it's all flat, it'll just roll
Like
right across it.
like they say in the biblical days, the water rose up like I don't know. I just have never seen. I just can't see no tsunami blacking the sun out. Maybe on an angle,
No.
but
Well,
because
what
I've
if it was
seen pictures of tsunamis and
well,
they
in the
don't look
Bible,
nothing like they
the
say.
waters came from above and below, so I guess that would black out the sun, or could.
Maybe it was short circuited.
All right, it's 5:30. Thanks for having me up, Charles.
All right, Max. Have a good evening. Peace,
All
everyone
right,
in the chat.
we're 1
And
minute to
thanks for coming up.
a minute.
Let's see. Yeah, it's not.
Are you gonna try to end it right on three? All right. See how you do.
What goes up must come down.
Right, it's just a haze outside now. I hate that.
It was
Only
hot
occasionally
earlier.
do I really see a blue sky. Beautiful dark blue. And,
They're talking about the red kachinas coming now. I see a white kachina.
ooh.
The sun's white now. It's not yellow. I remember a bright yellow sun. I don't care what no one tells me. I know. Now the bitch is white. Let's see.
And you're almost there.
But what's the blue Kachina? That would be the moon, right? The red is the sun and the blue is the moon.
I don't know.
Or the male and female, I guess.
Have a good night. Cheers.
All right. Peace, everyone. Jonah and the whale. I'm out, everyone.